I gotta say this, if you guys, and I'm gonna try to say this in every video if I'm being perfectly honest, this is for obviously our American viewers. Vote by mail early. So register early and vote by mail early.
Thank you for sharing.
Make your vote heard. Notice I'm not saying Democrat or Republicans vote. I'm saying if you're gonna vote early, because the post office is being crippled right now. Vote now if you can.
Indeed.
So the earlier the better. Okay, don't procrastinate. If you do want to get a vote in, vote now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my hubby Wolf Kane.
So everybody.
Welcome to my channel and to another episode of Sistah and Wolf Reaction. We are back with another patron request presented to you by Lewis. Oh, faithful Lewis, baby.
Greetings, Lewis.
We have a versus, though. Hi, baby.
Hope you continue to do well.
Yes, darling, of course. We send you our love, okay?
Absolutely. Always. Thank you for the support.
Yes. I'm excited, Lewis. Thank you so much. So we're doing a versus reaction today, baby.
Did you coax him into doing this?
I did not.
You sure?
But I was so excited when he showed me that he wanted us to react to this. So it's Chicago.
Since the first time Chicago's horns were heard on the radio in 1969, they've sold over 120 million albums.
Versus Leonid and Friends.
The result was a YouTube video that quickly went viral.
Every musician said, my fellows said, maybe one more. And after that, we cannot stop.
You know, I'm familiar with Chicago, of course. You know, I love my 70s.
Well, it's interesting because I'm curious. Are you more familiar than what's played on the radio?
No, I'm not. Okay. Which is why I was going to say that I'm familiar with them, but I don't know the song at all.
Okay, so
I know their most
their
popular
singles.
hits, of course, that they played on the radio a lot.
Give us a taste, baby.
Baby Come Back. Baby Come Back. Will you still love me? There's a few that songs
I know
If
You Leave
so
Me Now.
Yes, If You Leave Me Now, You Take Away. Now, those are some classic songs.
I will admit, if I were to say of the ones I hear on the radio, because obviously that's all I've heard. This is not my genre. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know.
I get it.
But of all the Chicago songs that I've heard on the radio, If You Leave Me Now, I think I would, if I were to say I have a favorite, that would be mine. Because I really do love the way he sings the ooh. That's a very sweet. It's a sweet song. It's a nice song, sure.
I don't know. I love
in the
that
right
you say
moods,
that. You mean that. You feel that.
In the right moods. I mean, it definitely works for
Really,
sure.
babe?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. Because I asked you if you like Chicago. You say hell no.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to them, but
okay.
You know, again, in the right moods, any song will.
Any
will
song?
fit the bill. Well, any good song will fit the bill. Those are certainly good songs. You know, those are certainly hits. These memorable songs. I mean, I haven't listened to them in years, and still somehow I can sing them no problem.
But you still can't find out one song from Hall & Oates that you can. I am excited about this reaction, and according to Lewis, he says that he thinks that the cover is better.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we're listening to a song we've never heard before.
Yeah,
so,
I've never heard this before.
Let me ask you this. Do you know how old Lewis is? If not, that's okay. I don't know if you've asked him.
I don't recall.
Okay, I'm just curious what era he grew up in. You know, if it was the 70s or the 80s.
I forget. I'm sure we've had long conversations, and I talked to all my babies, but I don't remember everything. You know.
Yeah. Because we did Deep Purple, and people were surprised that I wasn't familiar with Deep Purple.
Oh man.
And
can I get some more Deep Purple, please?
Yeah, I'm just saying, for people who didn't grow up in the 70s, who grew up in the 80s, anything we know. Oh, we got delivery.
That's okay.
Anything we know from the 70s, we got from our parents, really.
Right.
And my parents listened to the Doors and the Beatles and stuff like that, but they didn't really listen to Deep Purple very much.
My parents didn't listen to the Beatles for some reason.
Yeah, my dad was really into the Beatles, and
they're awesome, right? I mean,
they really are.
You know.
I mean, all things considered, for the era and the age, they really were. They really had a lot of good hits. But yeah, so that's why there's a lot of things we don't know, because we're in the 80s era.
We're the product of our parents and their environment.
Yeah, and me personally, you enjoy retro and you enjoy 70s, so you're very open to this stuff. But it wasn't until the 90s that my music evolution truly took off. So
Gotcha.
I'm kind of of course I'm familiar with all of this stuff, but only like the really popular stuff that you hear on the radio and on MTV and stuff like that.
I get it.
Back when they used to play music.
All right, baby, are you ready? Is there anything you want to read about Chicago?
Well, it turns out Chicago is from Chicago. Did you know that?
No way. No, I did not know that.
I think that most people already know who Chicago is. I think
hope
we can
so.
just give. This will be our first non-mainstream Chicago song I think that we've heard. So I'm interested to see what's going on behind the scenes.
I am too.
Because I certainly found Deep Purple's deeper or non-commercial stuff, Child of Time, surprisingly
Stuff.
good.
I want more of that.
So I'm looking forward
I really
to the next one because I do see a couple more coming up. So it'll be very interesting. All right,
Let's do it.
I'm
baby.
ready.
Metal, no matter what. Okay. Soft rock. Oh, my headset. Doesn't matter. Okay. Metal forever, baby. Okay. Our soul has metal in it. You feel me? So no matter what we do, metal forever. No matter what we're listening to.
Do you feel like you have to like fill in
I
the
don't know
air in
why.
between when we put our headphones on? Because I can easily just cut to the video.
No. But can I do it this way? Okay, yeah. Metal forever. I don't know why I say it like that.
Yeah, the track is cranked quite a bit. Okay, we think we have a new mix on the earphones, and why don't you play a little bit so we can evaluate it?
Got the retro
Oh my God. Already. Wow.
I do believe in you, and I know you believe in me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But now we've realized love's not all that it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Knowing that you would have wanted it this way. I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day. I know we really tried. Together we had love inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It just feels so
So
good.
now the time has come for both of us to live on the run. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
And knowing that you would have wanted it this way, I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. It's just so beautiful.
What you meant to me, ooh baby, now I can make it easily. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that we both got you. Best thing that happened to you, the best thing that happened to me.
I love this.
You can't see what's going on back there. That's Very happy.
That was so cool. Like, really, though.
That's pretty. Those that retro vibes get you every
I
time.
just love it so much. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know really why, because I mean, when I think back on my childhood, it wasn't like the most fun childhood, but I do remember very vividly sitting down to myself a lot, you know, and singing these songs and having my own little concert, if you will. You know, I'm singing and I'm dancing, and those moments when I was alone were like the best moments, I would say. So maybe that's why this, you know, the feeling of nostalgia as it pertains to this type of music moves me so much.
I do feel like perhaps the music takes you out of there a little bit.
Yes,
So
it does.
it's a different world from
Yeah.
the one you grew up in.
And a different flow,
Yeah.
you know, with the instruments. It had a certain recipe, you know, a certain vibration that went along with the sound and the tone and the energy, you know, that is unlike anything else.
Well,
today.
tone and color are a part of every song and the importance of a song, not just melody, but
Yeah.
the tone and the color and the way it's recorded, the era,
Yes.
the analog, a lot of people feel vinyl gives a certain warmth that you lose in digital. And so, you know, it's like all of it kind of adds to, it's why a lot of people prefer still the originals over the remasters of a lot of bands, because it's not just making it crisp and clear, it's also, people like that little staticky, people like that little
I guess
color
you're
that
right.
that some of that retro equipment and stuff gave that you kind of lose. And people have, you know, and I don't know if it's because they've gotten so used to listening to it that way, because that's how they heard it first, or if I do feel that there is a certain realness to it that people just automatically naturally connect to.
I agree, and I think also, and I remember telling this, maybe it was during the death metal reaction tribute we did, but I like that rough around the edges, that refined sound that, you know, that when they used to play back then in the garage. I like that raw sound, and I don't know, it make me feel like I'm actually there with them. You know, it feels more alive and it feels more personal. I know it seems a little weird, but you know, I just appreciate that sound a little more than the clean stuff. You know, I have an appreciation
No, I
for
totally
it.
understand.
Yeah.
No, I have plenty of experiences. I mean, Ride the Lightning, partly why I prefer Ride the Lightning over Master of Puppets is it still has that early raw sound of Kill 'Em All, with a bit more polish, but still not removing
Yes.
all of the polish, because it's like that perfect middle ground where you've got a bit of both. Like I said, I just think there's a color there that humans connect to in just kind of a
believe
real
that,
way, because, you know, sound is kind of harsh in life. I think
Indeed.
if it becomes too clean and too polished, it does feel like you're in a museum and you're touching things, but it's just too, like, you can't really connect with it. You can't touch with it, you know?
Exactly, baby. We are here. I love it when we're there together.
It's interesting. It's an interesting concept.
We are flowing. I love that. And I agree with that 117%.
17.
Yes.
I was hoping for 18.
Let's hop into the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very interested because I mean, so just speaking about the song, regardless of the warmth and color,
Okay.
you know, it had a
about
nice
that.
melody. It had a nice little
Definitely.
outro at the end as well.
Yes.
And I certainly can hear where they can bring up certain instruments, because, you know, it's interesting. Like there's a very different vibe with a song like this, because I see the guy playing the guitar. I don't know if I completely hear the guitar. I experienced something similar to with the Deep Purple song. I as a matter of fact, in Deep Purple, I said that you know, the song is mostly organ, and then people in the comments pointed out, well, no, there's guitar in the whole thing. It's just it's layered and balanced differently.
Gotcha. Yes.
And I
agree.
wonder how, I would think that perhaps this newer version, and this is what's going to tell us whether or not this is a tribute band or a cover band.
But wait a
A
minute.
tribute band recreates the sound from the original.
According
a
to
cover
Lewis,
band.
he says that they're almost identical.
Okay, all right. So we'll see how it goes. I'm very curious on the voice, because this guy obviously has a very unique voice. That's one thing
does.
he's always had that stood out.
All right, we're back. Okay, so this is, and they also make their logo look kind of similar to Chicago's, and their album cover for this particular album with this song on it, they made look almost identical to Chicago's album cover as well. This
Are
is
they
from their-
Russian? Because I see some Russian
They're
names.
from different. Let me show you though. They're from different places. Leonid is the mastermind, and he invites different people to sing with him. But it's usually about 10 to 11, and I'm not entirely sure if it's the same group of people, but it's usually around the same amount of people. And so I got these images from their website, and if you can please read to me some of what they have on it, babe, I appreciate it.
With multiple sold-out U.S. tours under its belt and hundreds of thousands of fans around the world,
Yes.
Leonid and Friends continues to astound its global audience. Okay, so it looks like they're making a name for themselves,
Yes.
capturing the spirit, musicality, and fire of American supergroup
Chicago. I know, right? It's so cool.
They haven't seen Chicago perform live.
I know, right?
So you read this article?
I
yeah?
have, I have.
Okay, yeah,
But you do a better
replicates
job reading.
Because you're so excited.
Yes.
Yeah, replicates the band's complexity arrangements amazingly note for note.
Right?
Okay, so this is definitely a tribute band. Chicago has never been in Russia, and none of us have attended their concert, says Leonid Robiev, a multi-instrumentalist who is the band's leader. Mm-hmm. We have only recordings and videos.
To help us, learn
Okay.
Chicago songs. That is fun. Now that,
Respect.
respect indeed.
Ironically, Robiev wasn't always a fan of horn bands, and as a teenager gravitated to the hard-driving guitar-based sounds of the Beatles, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Deep Purple, and Grand Funk Railroad.
Deep Purple.
I never thought about that, Chicago being a horn band, but
I never thought
I
about
guess
that
that's
either.
pretty accurate. In the early 1970s in the USSR, electric guitars, amplifiers, and drums were rare to find. So at school, we were playing self-made instruments.
But the vital electronic components posed an additional problem.
I think it was a young technician magazine. Someone shared the idea. So how to build a pickup out of telephone receiver. So the next day, receiver's gone. All around the country.
But that all changed when Robiev heard Chicago. He became an instant fan.
Wow.
I love so much the brilliant mixture of rock guitars, drums, and jazz horns with bright vocal harmonies. That was another thing about that song we just heard. The harmonies
Yes,
were very nice.
Absolutely.
In 2014, Robiev decided to indulge his love of the band by gathering a few fellow musicians in a studio to record a video of them playing his favorite Chicago tunes. The process of getting each tune just right is painstaking labor of love. In addition to scoring and arranging, Robiev oversees mixing and mastering of each song. However, he credited his highly skilled bandmates for making each tune sing. All the musician friends are highly professional. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it by ear, you know music. You've got a talent there. However, Leonid and Friends hasn't been satisfied with merely connecting with fans through videos and recordings. In early 2019, the band embarked on its first tour outside of Russia.
Yes.
That had fans dancing in the aisles at sold-out shows in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Florida. 2 other scores coast-to-coast U.S. tours followed the same year. I think it's obvious why no one is touring now, but at least they got to tour last year before COVID ruined all that. Okay, I think I'm thoroughly interested.
I know, right? It was
Very
an
curious to
interesting
hear.
read, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to hear how he sounds, the singer,
Me
the
too.
vocals, and let's just give it a shot and see
Let's
what
do it.
happens.
I do believe in you, and I know you believe every day.
There you have it.
Wow. Wow. Well, Louis, you're right. They sound almost identical. Your phone's ringing. It's hard. You know, this wasn't a versus as to me voting which one I think is better. Okay?
No?
No, it's not. I ain't doing it.
Give it a try. See what happens.
Okay. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. It's hard. It's tough because you know
Play
they
the
did
first
a
one.
really good job.
I know what you want to do. Let's play the first one.
Okay. I'm gonna pause it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We think we have a new mix on the earphones, and why don't you play a little bit so we can evaluate it?
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is really, really tough. Okay, babies?
So this is a perfect example of what we were just talking about with the tone and the color.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Because note for note,
It's
they're
exactly
playing
the same.
very, very similar, but feel very different.
Very much so. For me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have to give it to Chicago. That's
you,
me.
You like that tone and color,
I
that
do,
old
I do.
tone and color.
I do. And again, they sound identical, but there's more fullness and volume with the newer, with Leonid and Friends.
Yes.
Which is great. But I'm talking about when I initially hear it, how it resonates with me.
Right.
And it just feels, I like it going down real smooth.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know?
That's why I forced you to say it. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
For me, the fullness and the rich body of the new one is my preferred choice.
It's your
Yes.
thing.
Because that's what I'm not getting from Chicago.
That's fine.
And that's, even though I understand people like you with your perspective really do enjoy that rich tone, that color, that retroness. And for certain songs, I do as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, and this was back when I was listening to Chicago back in the day, I felt the same thing. And
it wasn't voluminous.
I had a feeling that Leonid was going to give it to me because, again, more
great.
modern sound, note for note, but modern instruments, modern recording. And the mixing is going to be a little different. And to me, it was a bit more balanced, the mixing.
I
where
get it. I get it.
I did finally hear all the instruments. I heard the
That's
guitar
so cool.
and I heard everything
and
more.
I was going to say that as
Yeah.
well. I did hear the guitar more in this version than I did the first one.
But I can see how someone would appreciate the fact that Chicago sounds like it almost sounds like a very cohesive, together sound, as opposed to being able to hear the individual instruments
The
better.
movement.
It's a different feel. It's a completely different feel.
It feels, even though again it's literally the same,
Yeah.
because you can see they're using pretty much the same instruments in the background. I think everything is the same, really.
Well, the notes are being played the same,
Exactly.
but the color and the tones are very different.
Absolutely. And so for me, maybe I'm biased though. I don't know, but not necessarily, because I've chosen, when we did our verses before, I would choose some of the newest songs and stuff. So it's not that. Just the feeling that I get when I first hear it, how it resonates with me.
And that's what music's supposed to do.
But both songs were great. I enjoyed
were
them
excellent,
a lot.
though. They
okay,
really
as
were.
you can see.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby, for this one.
But
I
yeah.
want more retro stuff.
This is why they're so popular. That was absolutely excellent.
Man.
If I didn't know Chicago existed, and I just heard this,
You would
I thought
enjoy this.
I thought these guys made it a banger. I thought these guys are an incredible band, and they are.
They
are.
They are.
And honestly, it's different enough to where you could listen to both and get completely different experiences.
I agree.
And literally just listen to almost like two separate songs, even though they're identical songs. They're so different in that tone and color that they really are worth listening to together, both. You know,
I agree, baby.
in their own rights. Very well done, guys.
Indeed. I hope y'all watching this.
Well, I mean, they've got 50 million views. They don't need us,
They don't need us.
getting their names out. But yeah,
Exactly.
congrats, guys. Doing well. I hope you guys are all safe up there in Russia, Belarus, and all those
Yes.
other places. Yeah,
Thank you again, Louis. This is a lot of fun.
it was cool. It was cool. You know,
Okay.
it's fun to go back sometimes.
I agree. I agree. And we have just a heads up. We got some really good stuff coming up.
Maybe
I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's one interesting one by Sixto Rodriguez.
Sugar
Oh,
Man.
I'm gonna watch the documentary.
The Search for
and-
Sugar Man.
Yes, excited for that one.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, moving forward on Sideways, baby. You done?
Yes,
You had a good time today?
I did.
I had a
This
really
was
good
fun.
time. It was a lot of fun for me. Oh, baby, so if you enjoyed this reaction video, please give us a thumbs up. Comment below. Do not leave without subscribing, but also do share our content as well.
No ways.
As always, keep it metal. Metal forever, baby. Love you guys. Love you, Louis. Thank you, baby.
Love y'all.
Bye. All right, we just got the delivery, but I wanted to just give a little attention to this beautiful ass cuff, okay? That my baby Rebecca made for me, baby, for my birthday.
You showed the back. You gotta show the
And because I'm
front.
showing them that you can also see she has beautiful leaves and turquoise, which is my
Uh-huh.
favorite color and my favorite stone.
It matches with your
Baby, turquoise go with
necklace
everything.
now.
Everything. Okay? Yes, this is my love, my most favorite piece in the entire world. And she made this beautiful ring for me as well. Okay, I'm so happy. Thank you again, Rebecca. I love you. Thank you for loving me, baby, okay?
Yeah, I'm not wearing it now, but she's the one who gave me the wolf pendant that I have. That
I think I
love
know that
very
by
much.
now, though.
So you'll see her link in the description to her store if you want to check out her handmade jewelry. It's quite good. She's got some nice dragon stuff there.
She's
so it's
really like
very good designs. Cool.
the detail.
It's got some edge to it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just very happy. I wanted to share it with you guys.